Hey everybody, I'm Derek, and today we're taking a look at the Electron Fuzz Custom from Retro Mechanical Labs.
It's not uncommon to overhear today's youth playing guitar in their bedroom using one of today's boutique effects pedals. However, one such pedal stands among them as a danger to all sound as we know it. When engaged, sonic destruction is inevitable. A performance may tear through your dining room, shattering windows and soiling your fruit with asbestos. Children may be walking home from school when a drum loop pulverizes their senses with gain unsuitable for their still developing ears. What is this infernal contraption? Beware! It's the Electron Fuzz Custom from Retro Mechanical Labs.
I'm going to start this video off by talking about some of my experiences with the Electron Fuzz Custom, how some of the controls work, how to operate the pedal in general, and later on I'll be running some drum loops, some synthesizer, and a bass guitar through it with no talking at all. So, if you want to fast forward right to that, feel free. If you want to continue hearing my voice and looking at my face, this is my voice, this is my face, here we go. Okay, so let's get the most obvious stuff out of the way right off the bat. Look how cool this thing is. Of course, the way a piece of equipment looks has nothing to do with the quality of its sound, but if you make something that looks this interesting, I'm going to use it more. The mid-century laboratory testing equipment aesthetic, complete with a super cool illuminated functional VU meter that definitely contributed to me buying it, really sets this pedal apart from anything else out there visually, with the exception of Retro Mechanical Labs' other offerings, which all show the same commitment to this look and feel. I've always liked chunky vintage analog stuff like this, and in fact, when I was a college student, years before I struck it filthy rich thanks to my fine art degree, I created an installation meant to look like a creepy 50s era sci-fi research lab. So, Retro Mechanical Labs' whole vibe is, for me anyway, The boss pedal is about as close to a standard unit of measurement as you can get, so here's the Electron Fuzz with a couple of classics. At 4 3/4 inches wide by 5 3/4 inches tall, the pedal is pretty massive, but that really only adds to the whole City of Lost Children, Bioshock, Alien Resurrection Art Deco look as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so now we'll get into how this pedal actually works, but first, a message from our sponsor.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? Never miss another installment. Treat yourself and your family to like and subscribe today. Like and subscribe.
Output controls the pedal's overall volume, while the knobs labeled Pain and Hurt control your two primary gain stages. Pain focuses more on the high end, adding some sizzle and fizz to your mix. Hurt, on the other hand, focuses on the low end and allows you to really destroy your audio but still retain your bass frequencies, which is a rare luxury when it comes to fuzz and distortion. But you can still cut off some low-end frequencies with this toggle switch here if you prefer. The feedback noise knob lets you attenuate the feedback within the pedal's circuit, allowing you to achieve everything from screaming mid-frequency racket to jittery, almost bit-crushed percussive effects. The right foot switch engages and disengages the pedal, while the one on the left, labeled times 1000, adds 2 additional stages of gain to your signal as well as a significant high-end boost. If you haven't figured it out by now, this is a very high gain pedal. So if you're looking for something to add a tasteful degree of fuzz to a very pleasant guitar tone, this may not be for you. And in a live performance scenario, I can see how you'd have to be really careful with this thing. However, in a direct-in studio recording scenario, which I believe this pedal is primarily designed for, it really shines. Speaking of shining, the LEDs on the Electron are understated, which suits the aesthetic but can make it hard to tell if it's on or not in a brightly lit setting. Honestly though, I prefer that as opposed to the insistence of some manufacturers in installing the most blindingly bright LEDs in all of their products. Every time I turn on an MXR pedal, my neighbors call the cops.
I said turn it off!
Something to note about the operation of the Electron Fuzz is that you turn the knobs counterclockwise to increase parameters as opposed to clockwise. This is a bit weird, but you get used to it. Overall, the Electron Fuzz has a really simple user interface that belies just how deeply tweakable it actually is. There's a definite element of chaos to the circuitry that keeps the surprises coming, yet almost always remains musical and interesting. It's addictive to use, and once I started playing with it, I couldn't help but wonder how all kinds of different audio would sound through it. Also, did I mention the VU meter? Look at it. Okay, so now that we know how to operate the pedal, let's see how it sounds. I'll be running audio tracks from Logic into the pedal, and I'll be tweaking the knobs in real time so you can see how the relationships kind of work between them and get a sense of just how much, let's say, texture this pedal is capable of when you start to really go bonkers. So with no further delay, let's take a listen to the Electron Fuzz Custom. Okay everybody, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Electron Fuzz Custom. Tune in again next time when I take a deep dive into the MXR tremolo pedal.